All right, guys. So welcome to this live session here with your host, Dre Day FX. So as we do every weekdays, we look at the Forex indices and metal markets. Hope everyone had a great weekend and had a happy Thanksgiving. So we're off for a couple of days here, uh, Thursday and Friday. And hopefully everyone took the time here to reflect and enjoying their time with the family. If you were able to do Thanksgiving here, if not, it's okay. Give you a couple of days here of relaxing here, and we're going to be back here today. New month, new opportunities here. So let's get it here. So let's start with the news calendar. See exactly what we have today. So, in regards to the news, so we do have ISM manufacturing PMI at 10. But earlier, we had a few manufacturing PMI here for Euro that came in. So overall, there were some positive news, I would say. Yeah, so pretty much positive here overall. Even though for the Euro specifically, you have to remember that even though there's no red folder, there's some news that will affect the market here for Euro specifically. So if you're trading indices here for, let's say, German, France, UK, Euro 50. So that's something that you need to be looking at specifically. But other than that, pretty much overall straightforward here today. So should be good here overall. All right. Hey, Leon, hope you have a great day. All right. So let's look at the TV Alert app. You may have noticed here that we had some unknown alerts. I'm just gonna double check if I have the right one here. There you go. We had some unknown alerts here that came in. This is because I made some changes in regards to the coding in the background on the TV Alert app, and it caused the alerts here to say unknown. So it should be fixed here at New York. So while we're just gonna wait for the next alert, it should be working fine. But other than that, you may have noticed there were some changes over the weekend, and I'm just going to show you exactly the changes. So we still have the news ticker at the top, Bloomberg for Fox Business. So if you have some articles here that we update each and every day when there'll be a new article coming in. Then you have the alert ticker here for buy and sell. Right now, you only see unknowns because of that issue that I spoke about earlier. So we have 4 trades here that came in, and I'll see exactly on my trading view exactly which trade came in. But with the price that you see, you should see, you may or may know the actual symbol, but I'll see it in the background. And then you have the alerts here. This is the new alert that comes in. And when the alert will come in, it will flash a little bit to provide you with the info. And you're going to have the AI that will tell you exactly if there's a buy or a sell that's coming in. And also, I made an update here in regards to the placement of the alerts. So before we had the full list of alerts, but you didn't know exactly when it came in, unless that you look at the time. So if you see, I removed the time and I added stop loss and take profit because there may be some setups here that will have a stop loss and a take profit price, depending exactly on the setup. And if we scroll down, you see today, yesterday, You see everything is put based off of the time that the alert came in and the actual date, right? And as always, you're only going to see the last 50 trade signals here that came in. So it will update each and every time there's a new alert that comes in, right? And at the bottom here, you have the TV electronic calendar. So the color calendar, you could select the actual country that you're trading on and see exactly if there's a news event. And like I said, today we have the ISM manufacturing PMI that will be coming out. So that would be something to look for here today. So that's perfect. Yeah, so let me look at the alert. So you said we recognize all alert. Yeah, so that's perfect. So let's go on the TV, the trading view. And go to US30, yes. All right, so now in the trading view, I'm going to show you exactly all of the indicators that I'm going to be using. And there's a new one that's going to be coming out here. And I'll show you that in a few. Sorry. There we go. So I'm going to start with the multi-time frame analysis. This is MTA V5. So the provide you with the previous 5 days of open close levels. Give you an idea here of where we're trading based off of the last 5 days of trading. And right now we're trading near multiple open close levels here. So that's so right now we may start to go up or start to go down. I'm pretty sure it's going to be selling off here. We were going up for a while, so we should be retracing here during this week. All right, so that's good. Next, we have Nova. So it's a trend indicator, pretty straightforward. So you have the current trend and the or higher time frame trend. Right now, we're selling off here right now. This is a 2-hour trend here. So we're still bullish. So when we go low under this level, that means that the overall will be bearish here. So and as you can see, we're bullish here for a long time. So we'll see exactly how it's gonna go. Next, we have fair value gap, FVG edge, so fair value gaps in the markets. This is a 1-hour fair value gap on the current time frame. So right now we have bearish fair value gaps. We tapped it right here. We're still going down. We have a bullish fair value gap right here. So right now we're consolidating a little bit. So if we're breaking down below this fair value gap, that will be invalidated here. So the next fair value gap will be here. So pretty simple to use. Then you have POC and VWAP, point of control and volume weighted average price. So it's provide you with the volume weighted average price of the previous day. This is this line right here, and you have the POC point of control for the last day. That will be Friday. So that's the level here. So if we're trading below those lines, that means that we're bearish. If we're trading above those lines, that we're bullish. So right now we are bearish currently, so we should be going lower. And then we have so pivot high low edge. So this is the pivot points here in the market. So higher high, higher low. So when you want to identify the high lows in the market. That's what you're gonna see. And right now we just broke this pivot point here, so that that higher low was broken. So the next higher low is right here. So if we're breaking, we have multiple higher lows right here. So if price wants to break to the downside, it may start to go lower like that. So that's good. And the last indicator here that will be out in a couple of days is the supply and demand zone. So that's providing you with supply and demand zones here in the market. So this is a supply zone right here, and you have multiple supply zones here. So that means that if you have a supply zone at the top, that means that we're bearish. If we have a demand zone, that will be a blue one. It will be meaning that we're going bullish. All right. So right now we're still bearish here with the supply zone. All right. So that's going to be out in a couple of days. I'm just going to show you maybe a replay so you could see a demand zone. Let's see. We're just going to go back here. And I think that's the demo. That's a demo indicator. So I'll do that later on. I'll show you that maybe tomorrow or something like that. So this is where we're at right now. So for this live, we're going to be looking at the pivot zone, POC VWAP. That's basically the two that we're going to be looking for. So market is open right now. All right. And for anyone that is in the Dre Day FX management Discord that are using this service, you may receive an email in the next few days. I have private clients here also, so it's going to be the renewal for next year. All right, so make sure to look at your emails. You may receive an email here in regards to the renewal here of the service. So that means that the service is giving you access here to all of the indicators. And if you have a management service also, that will include that. All right. So, and the price here is really based off of the amount of management and the cost of management here. And it's not, it doesn't go to my pocket. It goes towards tools and actual setups here that needs to be applied here to manage your services. All right, so make sure to look at that in the upcoming days. All right, so so 9:31. Let's look at thanks Leon. Let's look at the H4 on US30. I'm just gonna see exactly what is the trend overall. I'm pretty sure we're bearish here right now. Yep. So we are bearish in the trend. So as you can see, we pivot on Sunday. We pivoted to the downside and started to go short. So sure that everything is good here. All right. So we're going right now. The H4 is bearish here. 1 hour here is looking bearish also. Like I said, we have a pivot points here at the bottom, so we may start to go low. But we may start to go up also. So 1 hour here is looking bearish, and looking at the 15. All right, so right now price is going up a little bit. And in regards to the setup for, if Leon is still on the live here, your setup was updated here in regards to the time frame. So before we were trading on the 10-minute. So right now you're going to be trading on the 30-minute sphere for your automation. So just to let you know. Now I'm just going to wait for the alert that comes in just to make sure that the alert app is working fine. And if so, we should be good to go. So we may start to go up here. Reason why here is on the 4 hour. Seems that we want to go, if we put a fib here on that that wick here, it may start to go up 60 cents. All right, so let's wait. All right, so nothing so far. Now price is playing a little bit with people. So on the H4, it's looking to go up here. So let's go on the 15. I want to see price break. Yeah, so we just broke this. All right, so let me take a buy. Yeah. All right, so it's working now. S&P 500 buy. S&P 500 is a buy right now. So the alert is working. So that everything is good. So let's continue. So S&P 500 is a buy right now. So gold is a sell. Selling gold. So we have a gold sell and an S&P 500 buy right now. So H4, H1. Let's look at the H1. All right, so let me close this trade. Just going to so we're still bearish here overall. Just want to remove the drawings and have just going to make sure that it's working fine. Meta. Oh, there you go. The reason why I didn't see it. There you go. All right, so if we look at the supply and demand indicator, show you guys. So currently we're in a supply zone, and as you can see, we went. This is the current supply zone here for the current time frame. You see, we have a demand zone right here, so that means this is the zone that it confirmed a bullish momentum. So when you have a demand zone, that means that we have buyers at that level. The supply zone means that we have sellers at that level. All right. So US30 buy. US30 is a buy. So I'm in the buy right now. So let me know if you're in a trade right now. Just going to see exactly the alert that came in. Buy, all right. All right, everything is good on that. All right, so I have SSP US30 for a buy. SSP 500, I think it was a sell, I think, right? Was it a sell? No, it was a buy still. So let's look at the US SSP 500. So buy also. This is the 1 hour. And we have the 50-minute chart. Give us a buy. So we have a demand zone right here. So it seems to be passing, wants to pass up a demand zone, but we have a supply zone here. So like I said, demand zone, those are buying levels, and the supply zone, those are selling levels, right? Pretty straightforward to understand. All right. There's nothing here. right, so if I get in here, so you have the demand zone right here on S&P 500. Also at on the US30, we have a demand zone right here. Bounce off of it. So now we're pushing to the upside. If we look at the 1 hour, so we have a big demand zone right here. You have a big demand zone. This level is a big demand zone. So it's looking good. All right, so it's pushing right now. So we have the demand zone on the H1. So we in a supply zone also. So it will retrace. And like I said, we should see, if we look at the fib, if we put a fib off of the swing high, swing low, we may have a retracement that will be placed somewhere. I'm just going to double check here. I'm just going to close the indicator so I could clearly see the fib retracement. So swing high to swing low, and always use the wick. So right now we're still pushing here. So we may go to this. We have 3 levels here to look for. So 50%, 61.8, 78.6, but I don't think it's going to go to 78.6. Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. But we're already past, we're at the 50%. And this is 61.8. So if we go back down, so we're still pushing. We're in the clear. All right, so and we're in profits here. Let's see, 500. All right. Why is it moving? All right, so pushing, pushing, pushing. Still bullish here. So pushing. All right, I'm done on that. $44, perfect. Done for the day. All right, so it's still pushing here. So now we're above that 61.8. So that's 78.6 right here. Just gonna double check here on the alerts. All right, so have that by US30. Russell 2000 is a buy. So US30. So we have another US30 buy. All right. So it's looking good here. Close that. Sorry. All right. Still pushing here. So Russell, I think we got a Russell buy. Yes. Where was that? So Russell buy 956. So it's the top of the hour right now. 956. Buy on Russell. And at this point, you just have to look at the 4 hour just to see exactly what to expect. And if we're in a region that the price may retrace off of. So let's look at the retracement here. On the H4. So we're at 61.8 on Russell. We may start to go down. And whoops, I'm just gonna close this. Let me know if you're in a trade right now. But US30 was good when you took the buy signal here. The first one should be in profit. S&P 500 also in profit. Russell was in profit. Russell was near the end of that 50-minute candle, so it may have retraced. But this is the new 4 hour candle that's just coming in. We're already at a point that price may start to reverse here. On US30. NASDAQ is doing the same. S&P 500 is doing the same. All right, so make sure to like and subscribe, guys. Like and subscribe. Still working on, let's see here. US30, we still had a buy here. The last buy. US30, 943. Yeah, we're going to look at the gold. Did had a sell on gold. Let's see. Let's see other trading. Yes. Just click on that. No, that's it. So, funny. Let's turn this thing down. It makes sense. Right. So, of course, okay. Everything is looking fine. All right. So now H4 for US30 is going down. So if you're in that buy, you should be getting out of that trade. Like I said, overall we're bearish here, so we may have a bearish setup here. So it was a quick scalp here to the upside. So H1. Yeah, we tapped that. You see, we tapped the 78.6 to the T based off of that retracement that I put. So swing high, swing low. All right. So you use the wicks. Okay. Always use the wicks to create your fib retracement. And as you can see, it went to 78.6 and now it's dumping right now. So we have that new 4-hour candle. So we may start to retrace to the downside right now. And if we are, let me go on the 15 and we're going to open up because this is really pure price action here. I'm going to open up the pivot points and let me remove the pivot point. We're just going to look at the supply and demand. supply and demand zone. So it went back, it went straight up to that supply zone right here. All right. We have a supply zone right here. We have the we have a demand zone right here. That was the demand zone that we took, the buy came in, right? Now we have the supply zone. Price went up to that supply zone. That's pretty much 78.6, and that's pretty much that region here. Now we're trading below right here. So if we open up the pivot points, if we're breaking out of that demand zone is invalidated here, and we should be going lower. The next demand zone is pretty much right here at the bottom. So there's no supply zone other than those two, and then we have a demand zone pretty much at the bottom here. So we may start to have a continuation here to the downside eventually. So we'll see how it goes. All right, so don't think we're gonna get any alerts after that. I'm just gonna check something here. All right. So do you think that that supply and demand zone will help you guys in regards to trading? Let me know. Still finalizing a few things. I may see if I need to add an actual alert when the price touch the demand zone or supply zone, or if the when the demand zone is confirmed. I think when the demand zone is confirmed, that'll be cleaner. But let me know if it's something that you would like to have. I don't know if Leon, you're still on the live, but let me know if it's something that you would love to have in your arsenal of for trading. So I'm still testing out here the full automation. It's doing good. I'm just gonna look at the free trial. So I'm gonna go on my FTMO demo so you could see exactly the results of the automation that I'm testing, and then we're gonna close out the session here. Let me know if you were in a trade today. let me check how does that work now. Details. All right, so let me share with you. All right, so share with you the automation that I'm working on. So I tested out on a offshore broker. The spread was, even though, sorry guys, even though it was profitable, the spread was pretty much high, and the calculation of the lot size is not the same as FTMO. So for the automation, I'm using FTMO specifically. So that's why I created a FTMO demo account to test it out here since last week. And as you can see, we're at basically 4K, 4.5K, I think. So consistency score is 46%. And let's look at the details here of profit factoring and all that stuff. So if you look at the Sharpe ratio, is at 1.12, so that's pretty good. So everything above 1 is really good on the EA or on trading in general. Winning rate, it's at 75%. All right, so that's pretty good. Then you have average profit per trade is $224.71. And average risk to reward is 0.88. And you can look at the results here. So basically that's 3 trades, 3 trading days. So first day was almost 3 grand. Then we lost 300 and something bucks, and that was on on Thanksgiving. I just opened it up on Thanksgiving just to see how it goes. And then Friday, 2,100 and some odd dollars. So that's the result here so far. And yeah, look, it's looking good. So I'm just gonna look at the drawdown. Don't think I saw it. Equity, expectancy. So the expectancy is at 107, so that's pretty good. And the actual lot size is 8 lot size on a 200K count. So that's pretty much the lot size that I use. And just looking at other details here, and that maximum drawdown here was at 0.3%. That's pretty good. Max loss was 0.3%. And right now we're at 2.4% in profit. So on the demo, it's 10K you need to do for the free trial, but that give you an idea here of what to expect overall. All right. All right, so let's go back here on the chart, and we're gonna close it. Yeah, Leon, I know you want to have that on your account. I just want to make sure that everything is looking good, so we could focusing on applying that to your account, and that's what's going to be running here. So all of the investment that you made, also and everything like that, was able to create what we created here. So that's perfect. So so right now we're still going down here. I would have taken a sell. I was looking for a sell. So as long as what we're waiting for is an actual break of that structure to get a to happily have to confirm a sell off here. But like I said, we're looking to go down here this week, so you should be looking for sells. We have the big pull up here for buy. That's okay, but overall we're looking bearish. So even the automation didn't take any the automation I just showed you didn't take any signals here because right now it's showing bearish on the higher time frame. So that's why it didn't took that buy here that we have this morning. So, but the other automation did, and just making sure that it will work for you guys. So we're still going down. All right, no problem. So 1022. Let's close it out here, guys. There's no, I don't think we're gonna have any signals here. Maybe we're gonna have a sell setup here on US30 eventually, but right now we are done going up. So that was basically the target here was that fib retracement here at the top, that line here. And that was basically at a support, at a supply zone. So went to the supply zone and started to bounce and went to go down. So right now we're just waiting. We have the demand zone right here. So if we break this demand zone to the downside, we are fully bearish here. All right. So that's pretty much it here for today, guys. So thank you so much for being on this live. So the alerts are working now. So I apologize for the inconvenience here for this morning if you were trading London. But right now it's working fine. The reason why it didn't work is because I was changing the setups here for a new alert. And for some reason, it removed the actual setup here for the alerts here. So yeah, I took sell on gold. Please check target. Oh, okay. Let's look at gold. So it took a sell on gold. All right. So if we look at the sell on gold, if you took a sell, we're just past the demand zone here. So seems to be continuing here to the downside. If it does, the other target here will be pretty much here. So at this price right here, so that will be 4,197. So it's around 4,200 pretty much. But before that, we need to break. We have to look to see exactly if we broke some pivot points here. So let me close this. So we have that pivot point here. So the first target here will be, you have that demand zone that's pretty much right here, right? So this line is your demand zone, but you have those levels here that can be used as TP zones. So you have this one right here, and you have this one right here. All right, so basically those are the prices. So you have 4,216, you have 4,206, and 4,197. So that's pretty much those levels here overall. But like I said, we may start to reverse to the upside before going lower. All right. So if it doesn't break this pivot point, this is the first thing that you need to look at. If it doesn't break this pivot point, that means that we're going to be creating a new higher low, right? And then we have to wait for a lower high to be created before going down. So if let's say we think that there will be a pivot point that will be created right here, what you need to do here is that you put your swing high to swing low. So I'm just going to remove the pivot point so we could look at actually where the price went here to the top. So you have a swing high here, swing low right here. All right. And what I do exactly the same here. I put my levels here for that fib retracement. 1, 2, 3. Boom, boom, boom. And then I remove the fib retracement. All right. So price may start to go high to those levels before going down. All right, so we could go towards this level here before going down. All right. Or it's gonna break this higher low. If it breaks this higher low, the next higher low is this one, this level here. All right. So just see exactly if it's gonna break that higher low. If you have the pivot point indicator. All right. So right now it tried to reach that level, but it's retracing a little bit. So make sure to if you're in a profit right now, POC level. Yeah, let's look at POC level. Yeah, so we have the POC level right here. So the point of control, you have the point of control. Yeah. So basically the point, as you can see, I'm just gonna remove the drawings here. As you can see, point of control right here, that level is pretty much at a previous pivot point right here. That was the third one that I showed you guys. The second one. So this is the first one, second, and third. So the point of control is right here. You have a pivot point right here also. You have a VWAP right here, pretty much at that third higher low. So yeah, so everything. So if you're targeting those levels here, that's perfect. But like I said, we may have a retracement to the upside before going down. So if we do that, we need to put a fib. Put your levels here: 50, 61, 76. Try to see exactly if we're going to have a pull up before going down. So if you're in profit right now, I would say to you to secure some profit here. Maybe wait before having an actual breakout here of those levels, because right now we're still in indecision basically, because price may start to go up, and as you can see right now, we have a pivot point that is almost confirmed. So if we do confirm that, that means that we're going to be looking for a lower high before going down. All right. Is that clear, Leon? No problem. All right, perfect. So let's close it out here, guys. So we'll be back here tomorrow. All of the schedule here will be is already on my YouTube channel. So we're gonna be doing a full week, Monday to Friday, 9:15. So we'll be back here tomorrow for another session here with yours truly here, Dre Day FX. And yeah, so everything is going to be good here overall. And hopefully, I think we're going to have some news event in regards to the Clarity Act for crypto. I think by next week. But today is a good day because we have quantitative easing that is starting. So that means that the printing machine for the US dollar is getting back on. So there will be a lot of liquidity here in the market, and that will eventually, hopefully, trigger Chairman Powell from the Fed to reduce the interest rate. And if it does that, that means that we may have a altcoin season here that we be starting here. Also with the ETF, we have an ETF that just came out today, and we'll see exactly how the inflows will impact that. So yeah, so if you're XRP fan, it's going to be a good month overall. So we should have some price appreciation starting in the upcoming weeks. All right. So I wish you a wonderful rest of your day here, guys, and we'll be back here tomorrow. Peace.